Wanhua Tzu Chi volunteers send lunch boxes to National Immigration Agency on the Earth Day. Long Island Tzu Chi volunteers deliver 490,000 masks to 4 places within a single day. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Thank you for joining us. The 422 Earth Day was a good opportunity to promote a healthier diet. Tzu Chi volunteers in Wanhua District made 396 lunch boxes to deliver to the National Immigration Agency to thank those guarding our borders.
Everyone is working together to pack vegetarian dishes into bentos. Even a scale is used to make sure each meal is perfect. Tzu Chi volunteers in the Wanhua District mobilized early in the morning to prepare these loving lunches.
我们的香鸡菩萨早上5点多就开始准备。
Our Bodhisattva began preparation starting at 5 in the morning. Today we have prepared special delicious vegetarian eel for those who have not tried vegetarian food. This is all completely handmade. It takes a lot of time. It needs to be fried slowly to be delicious.
Carrying a box of bentos to be put in the back of this car, some 396 meals were sent to the National Immigration Agency to comfort hard-working frontline personnel.
在这个疫情严峻的时候
During this severe epidemic period, along with the fact that today is Earth Day, this really means a lot to us.
重大。
Opening the bento, the colorful display made people hungry as immigration agency staff all relished the food. Some even changed their view to vegetarianism.
充满感恩的一个素食便当。
A vegetarian lunch made with gratitude made me develop an interest in vegetarian food. It's quite possible that this won't be the only vegetarian meal that I eat.
Some people have been vegetarian for many years, but they were impressed by this different taste and flavor.
那吃起来也很舒服，跟一般。
It's also very comforting to eat as most of the vegetarian bentos are made with processed food. This feels very different. So the volunteers dedicated their time to prepare these lunch boxes. Thank you very much.
Earth Day is a good opportunity to eat vegetarian food and to pray together as one for the world to be free from disaster.
Thailand Tzu Chi volunteers Peeraphat joined Tzu Chi in 2011. He also advocates environmental protection in communities, and because of it, he gradually understood the importance of vegetarianism and determined to change from a meat lover to a vegetarian.
Apart from providing medical service in free clinic, Tzu Chi also advocate environmental protection through vegetarian lunch, in hopes that people can cultivate compassion as they enjoy delicious vegetarian meals, and also learn to care about all beings. As a lecturer of environmental protection, volunteer Peeraphat has been gradually influenced to adopt a vegetarian diet. He is the role model of loving the earth.
Before I came across Tzu Chi, I would go to the temple on every Buddha day. Some people there are vegetarians, so I followed them to go meatless. On the 9 Emperors Festival every year, I also have vegetarian meals, but I don't know the importance of being vegetarian. I just followed my friends to go meatless. Until 2017, I went to Taiwan to certify and met Master Cheng Yen. I made a vow to try my best to promote environmental protection and embrace vegetarianism for my whole life.
If you are determined, there is no wish that won't come true. If you are willing to do, there is no thing that won't be accomplished.
I joined Tzu Chi activities and sometimes assisted cooking volunteers, so I gradually learned to cook vegetarian food. I just replaced the meat by different kinds of vegetables, mushrooms, or bean curds. It's just that simple.
He promotes vegetarian food in communities and appeals to the public to save the earth together.
On the 9 Emperors Festival every year, some Buddhist volunteers also provide vegetarian food, hoping that residents can adopt the vegetarian diet. Actually, in some communities, there are some stores selling vegetarian food, indicating that there are many people who are vegetarian.
There are many benefits of adopting vegetarian. For instance, having a good mood and a healthy body.
In the beginning of adopting vegetarian diet, my body weight was more than 60 kilograms. Now I am more than 50 kilograms. My body becomes healthier and more mobile. I can also lift heavy objects. Now I'm 70 years old and still can do many things.
Sometimes when there was the desire for meat, volunteer Peeraphat still determined to get rid of it and overcame the challenge to embrace vegetarianism for the whole life.
ถ้าคุณกินเจนะครับคุณจะได้ช่วยลด
If you're a vegetarian, you will lessen the burden of global warming and reduce some environmental pollution.
ทุกอย่างเนี่ยอยู่ที่ใจเราถ้าใจเราตัดสินใจว่า
I think we need to be determined in doing all things. If we made a vow to go meatless, we need to try our best to do it. Of course, sometimes we still want to eat meat. We need to control our mind and don't let go of desire. So once we decide to go meatless, we need to make every effort to do it.
ปล่อยไปเท่ากับเราแพ้เพราะฉะนั้นเมื่อเราตั้งปณิธานว่าเราจะกินเจแล้วเราก็ต้องพยายามทำให้ได้
This is the story of Thailand Tzu Chi volunteer Peeraphat. His determination to go meatless is really worth sharing and learning.
In Changsha, Hunan, China, there is a 7-year-old boy, Wang Zhenxuan, whose grandmother is a Tzu Chi volunteer. Since Wang's grandmother is vegetarian, he has also adopted a vegetarian diet. Now that his school has been suspended, he followed his grandmother to listen to Master Cheng Yen's teachings.
Wang Zhenxuan is cooking in the kitchen as guests have come to enjoy a vegetarian meal.
I have embraced vegetarianism for 14 years. For everyone to enjoy the food, I need to do some research. At home, we adopt a vegetarian diet. There is no meat in my refrigerator.
Wang's grandson Wang Zhenxuan, who eats at home the most often, has become picky. He's being picky for a good reason. He also wants his parents to support his choice.
I researched on the internet and found that many ethics embrace vegetarianism. I can keep up my good grades and physical health. This way, my parents will believe me. Let me prove it with facts.
Adopting a vegetarian diet can save animals. Wang Zhenxuan has even persuaded his classmates to stop catching tadpoles.
I thought of a solution. I went out and asked them, "Do you like flies?" They said no. Then I said, "Tadpoles can turn into frogs, and frogs can catch flies." Then they released the tadpoles.
Curbing his desire for meat to protect the environment, 7-year-old Wang Zhenxuan is even cooking vegetarian food.
Today I'm a chief. Chop up the vegetables. Let's add some oil. Fry cabbage. Fry Mediterranean squash with fungus. First, let's fry the ginger and mushroom so their fragrance comes out. Okay, my grandma is giving me guidance. Add some more. Let's adopt a vegetarian diet to protect the earth. Today, I've made 3 dishes. I'm so happy.
In order to pray for an end to the epidemic and spread positive energy, Tzu Chi continued to host small prayer ceremonies in communities throughout Taiwan. Let's join these prayers.
A simple outdoor booth was set up in this community. A team of Tzu Chi volunteers set off on the streets and markets to invite people to spend a few minutes to pray for the disaster. The street vendors who are selling vegetarian noodles and vegetarian breakfast in the market came to pray together.
I've been selling vegetarian food for more than 20 years. It's good to build good affinity with everyone.
We invite bodhisattvas in our community to make a vow to go meatless, and then we give them mask covers. Everyone comes to build affinity and pray sincerely in hopes that this epidemic will end soon.
Chi Chi volunteers at the Hunan Street Business District near Taipei Main Station also invited members of the public to make 3 wishes piously.
We meet Tzu Chi here and just made a wish, hoping everyone is safe and this epidemic will end soon.
There are many people going into the underpass through this entrance. With Tzu Chi's love, I hope everyone is safe and the world is free from disaster.
Through playing a virtual lantern on TV, it is hoped that people will pass by and stop to fill a blessing card to be hung on a tree, gathering everyone's wishes to hope the epidemic will disappear soon.
Starting on April 17th, New York citizens must wear a mask outside or when social distancing is not possible. The city began delivering 490,000 masks with long in a single day to 4 places.
It's a weekend morning, but there are already a bunch of volunteers at the Tzu Chi office. They are busy preparing for the day's schedule, which is round-the-clock delivery of masks and supplies.
It's easier to go out on the weekends, but right now a lot of people are working from home, or some are not working, so weekdays are okay too.
St. Anne's Church in Brentwood, New York, southeast of Long Island, has been a Tzu Chi partner for some 20 years. Tzu Chi has hosted countless free clinics and distributions here. Their nearby community has many confirmed COVID-19 cases, as the church explains that they lack preventative equipment such as masks.
That one house may house 25 people. So with those numbers, when somebody gets infected, surely it goes over the whole family. Thank you for all the gifts, all the help. It will be of great use, especially that we didn't stop serving our community. We still serve the food and we help those who are in need because they need it now more than ever.
The volunteers worry about Pastor Stan, who doesn't have enough protection when he comes into contact with his parish. Thus, they immediately donated some extra personal protection equipment they had in the car to him.
We'll put on your gown.
Thank
and
you.
it is a special mask, so you don't get sick, okay?
Yes,
we need you.
Thank
okay.
you.
我们现在去那个沙巴康体的警察总部。
Continuing east, they arrive at the John L. Berry Police Headquarters, the biggest police department in Suffolk County, to deliver 16,000 non-medical grade face masks. The Suffolk County Police Commissioner was here to especially receive the gift.
So we've had 81 officers, sworn members, who have tested positive for COVID-19, and about 9 civilians. So of that, though, 43 have cycled back into the police department already, so they have been out and then came back healthy. Thank God. So we're taking every step that we can to make sure that they're safe and healthy, and this is a huge part of it. So that's why our numbers are manageable, and this is going to be even better with these masks.
Not only delivering the mask, the volunteers wanted to understand the difficulties of the frontline medical staff.
OK， 对不起，对，我要去看一看。对，我什么东西都没有。
In treating emergency cases, medical staff often don't have enough protective equipment on hand. There have been too many patients to treat and supplies have been low, which is another reason why many anesthesiologists have been infected.
最差的一次，我们甚至要穿着那个垃圾袋。
The worst situation was we wore a garbage bag at the front lines. From N95 masks, surgical masks, face shields, and protection gowns, we have a low supply of all of it.
防护衣我们都很缺，所以都真的很感谢你们。应该。
This delivery trip has enlightened the volunteers about the conditions at the front lines of this epidemic battle. No matter if it's the medical staff or the police officers, it is hoped these supplies can help ease their worries while they work to save lives.
A 13-year-old student of Malaysia at Tzu Chi International School, Lindsay Ching, has been making handcrafts with her mother since young. Recently, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, they've launched a fundraiser to help people in need in the world. 13-year-old Ling Zhiqing inherited her mother's talent and is passionate about making handcrafts.
She likes to make handcrafts since young, and we have been doing it together growing up. She uses her talents to make these, and then she sells them for charity.
Knowing that Tzu Chi is fundraising for the COVID-19 epidemic, the mother and daughter decided to join.
We have key rings and pins, necklace and earrings. I want to use my time and talent to help others in need.
No one can go out due to the restriction order, so I want to use this period of time to do something meaningful. Through this fundraiser, we hope to inspire people's kindness and compassion.
To give thanks to friends and family's kindnesses, Zhiqing handwrites cards and jinx aphorisms to express gratitude.
Every day is a good day when you keep a compassionate heart at all times. If you aspire to help someone every day, each day will be the best day of your life.
Zhiqing and her mother's kind thoughts have helped to raise funds for those in need and gather love from people around them. To support the government in the fight against COVID-19, Tzu Chi Foundation, DaAi Technology, and the Taiwan chapter of Kiwanis, Taiwan, joined hands to donate goods to the Taiwan city government and the quarantine office of the CDC Northern Taiwan Control Center.
这个是一般的检疫型的，这个是。它里面有防护的，所以例如它公卫，其实这个防护就可以遮住。
哦，这样子。
比如说在帮人家量体温，就最好带着。而且又轻便。
这很轻便。
5 major protective items such as face shields and protective gowns are donated to the Taoyuan city government.
护目罩组200组，大爱防毛口罩400个，及防护隔离衣400件。实际这个可以讲。
Tzu Chi showed us many new products made with recycled materials that will give our residents different experiences.
给我们市民完全不同的体会。
The Taoyuan office of Kiwanis, Taiwan collected 40,000 medical gloves and donated them.
医疗产品部分，现在我们在防疫期间
There are also restrictions to locate the medical supplies during the epidemic period. So our members in Taoyuan tried to find ways to locate them.
他们不孤单，虽然是我们。
These medical personnel are not alone. These goods represent our little gesture, and we hope they can feel we are together with them.
我们跟他们一同存在。
大爱共伴，行善造福。
防疫面罩组，应该有4箱吧？对。
They also come to the quarantine office of the CDC Northern Taiwan Control Center in the Taoyuan airport. It is staffed by 80 people, a very important epidemic prevention center.
希望能够帮上你们，很感恩我们
的同仁啊，辛苦，让你们辛苦。对，有时候这站在第一线比较危险一点，这是我们很需要的。谢谢。
These are very important preventative supplies because they can protect our staff.
感恩你们。
In the past 2 years, Canton's tourists have decreased, allowing the local ecology to recuperate. As a result, in Gangko River, a large amount of land crabs have reappeared. Canton National Park also invited local residents to become ecological tour guides.
It is comforting to watch what looks like little stars in the night. In August of 2018, more than 100,000 baby river swimming crabs crawled onto the shore.
In the past 1 to 2 years, Kending's tourists have decreased. However, this is also an opportunity for local ecology to recuperate.
哇，好棒哦！而且边是它路线最好的栖息环境啊！注意你脚下的，只要在6、7、8、9月。 你都可以在这个地方看到很多各种不同路线适用的情形，所以我很能确定它是今年上来的中型仿象手线。好神奇哦！它的螯是白色的。
Since freshwater and saltwater meet in Manzhou's Gangko River, there are abundant land crabs here.
This is a good news. It means that Gangko River is still clean. It means that a large amount of land crabs are returning to their original habitat. I hope many of them return every year, but I don't want to see too many tourists. Therefore, we've done some capacity control.
Kending National Park is inviting local residents to promote ecological protection. Gu Qingfang, who is a hunter in Gangko community, has become an ecology tour guide.
After becoming a tour guide, I'm able to better observe everything. I feel differently when I see a flower, a tree, an animal, or a bird. In the past, I would simply shut them down. Now I will observe the ecology and their behaviors. I've gradually changed my mindset. On the other hand, we allowed our community partners to earn some money. In addition, we've had the help of 200 to 300 partners to protect the ecology.
这个路啊，两旁都非常的美啊，很干净。对。可是呢，你看我们那个树林里面呢，其实就充满了垃圾。
Yang Meiyu, who lives in Hunan, has also worked to maintain the beauty of the area for more than 10 years. She moved back to her hometown to care for her elderly parents and found the area outside her house is full of garbage.
海边的都真是种类很多啊，对啊，无奇不有，无奇不有，什么都有。 We
need to do a good job maintaining the area and not expect our future generations to do it. If we do not take actions, then our future generations might live with garbage.
The beach has been polluted, and even hermit crabs live in strange homes.
I've discovered that many hermit crabs do not have safe shells. He even wears garbage or go around being naked. Without a proper home, some even live inside snail shells. It really pains me to see that.
She started to look for homes for hermit crabs, and has invited people to join her efforts to take actions to educate the public that if they want to sustain the beauty of Kenting, people need to curb their desires.
Should we eat fruits before or after a meal? There are supporters to each side, but there is also a rumor on the internet saying that eating fruits with an empty stomach is harmful. Let's see what the doctor has to say.
Eat fruits before meal. If you bite the fruits more, they won't hurt the stomach.
There are different types of fruits. Some are rather cold in nature, so they are bad for the stomach. Some fruits don't.
Taiwan produces all kinds of fruits in every season. They are in variety and sweet and juicy. However, a rumor says that eating fruits with an empty stomach is bad for the stomach. Is it true?
比方说，如果是一个健康、没有特殊疾病的人。
A healthy person without any special disease can have fruits before or after the meal. But if he wants to lose weight, he will need to have fruits with much fiber and low in calories, such as apples and guava. He can eat them first, so he won't eat much food afterwards.
Normal people can eat fruits anytime, before or after the meal. But people with diabetes should not eat fruits with an empty stomach. People suffering from gastric ulcer, duodenal ulcer, or acid reflux should not have acidic fruits such as oranges or tomatoes with an empty stomach.
Some fruits have fat-soluble vitamins, so you need the fat in the meal to help you absorb them. If you have fruits after the meal, it can help you digest what you eat.
The doctor suggests that people should understand their conditions and then decide the best time for eating fruits, so they can enjoy the fruits without worrying.
Let's take a look at the Taiwan Professional Women's Softball League open their games in Taichung. Goodbye and see you next time.